Howdy Hon, welcome back to my channel. This is Stephsgotit, and let's get ready and have a good old whipping chat. So pull out your project. I'm gonna munch on some more Halloween candy because I got lots of it. Kids don't trick-or-treat much these days anymore, or at least they don't go house to house. They kind of go to churches and things like that, which is good because you know they're safe. But anyway, that leaves people like me with a boatload of candy. Actually, we were supposed to do the witches thing and we were supposed to give out candy there, but since that event got rained out, we didn't get to give out that candy, so I'm still stuck with a lot of candy to eat. Woe is me, right? Alright, hon, if you've got your project pulled out, then let's go ahead and get started. Well, if you don't, then put it on pause and go get your whip and put it out. I'll wait. I'll eat my candy while you go do that. Alright. So, I'm sure by the magic of TV, you froze me in time and now you have your project and you're ready to go. We're gonna go with that's gonna be hard to tell the difference. There we go. We're gonna go ahead and get started because we have a lot of work to do and a short time to get there, because we gonna do what they say can be done. If you've been around my husband, you'll start singing a song. He has a song for everything, single thing that you say. Whether it be who put the chowder in Mrs. Crowder's, who put the trousers in Mrs. Crowder's over, what is it? Who put the trousers in Mrs. Crowder's stew, or something like that. To something about a horse with blood that the guy got shot on, to, I mean, he knows 1,000 folk songs, and it used to be really funny when we first got married. He had a song for everything you said. We're going to go ahead and set our timer to go. All right. So again, or first of all, welcome to the channel. It's so nice to have you join us tonight. I keep saying us, but there's nobody in here but me and Petunia. Hey, Petunia, my little cow over there. Oh, and of course, Betty's in here with me. I have several versions of Betty in here with me all over the place, including this lip balm that I've never opened because it's got Betty poop on it. All right. I know I just went through like 50 things right there. First of all, welcome to the channel. It's nice to have you back. If you're a subscriber, if you're just a watcher, nice to have you back. If you are new to my channel, welcome to the channel. I try to stay on some type of topic during these whipping chats. I have my handy dandy notes lists to keep me going so I don't just sputter off into the oblivion or just sit here and not say anything. And we've got our whipping, we've got our project, we've got our beads, we've got our pins by Jim's Handmade Pins on Etsy. This one I requested special, and he looked up and found the stuff for me to make a penguin. I mean a penguin. I wonder if he can make a penguin. This is flamingos though. He found the glitter for me and made it special order for me. The tray is from My 3D Designs, also on Etsy. I have a new tray that will be put up Wednesday, unboxed Wednesday from him. Not this Wednesday, next Wednesday, I believe. Anyway, there's lots of stuff to be unboxed. What I'm excited about today is that with my penguin pen, why do I keep saying, okay, I'm going to have to call him and ask for a penguin pen. The flamingo pen that I just ordered from Jim came with a plastic tip, y'all. And I have heard about these because Grace from Grace Maltese, she talked about it in one of her videos, and she got me all stoked and excited to see one and try one. And what do you know? I get my pen from Jim. It has a plastic tip in it. So super excited. I tried it for a little bit the other day. I have to say, guys, I like it. I really like it. That was so fake. But truthfully, I did really like it. That voice was just fake because I was trying not to do something else. And I got caught up in my mind about don't do that. So anyway, I like it. Oh, I really, really like it. And we are going to use it tonight. Let's get a little wax into it. I don't like this wax. I don't think this keeps the wax as moist as I would like it. But we're going to go to this one. I think that one's, I don't know. Alright, so you just put your wax in there. And you can actually see, you might not be able to see here because I'm not going to try to focus the camera because it makes me mad. But you can kind of maybe see that the wax is going into the pen, and you can see. I wonder how far it would go. No time like the present to find out. Oh, that's pretty deep, but I'm going to stop right there. And the reason I have both pens out is because I don't feel like looking for pliers to pull this one placer out of my Cool Mint pen because I want to use my 3-placer. Therefore, I have my Penguin pen so that I can use my 3-placer. Okay? I really, really, really tried to use, where'd it go? Somebody sending me a text. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. I really tried to use this 6-placer. I have never been more frustrated with diamond painting in my life than trying to use this freaking 6-placer. Nothing went on straight. They didn't have the right amount of distance, and because of those freaking dummy circles, you had to constantly rearrange things, and I've just not been successful with this. So I'm just going to stop right here for now with that, and I'm going to go back to my 3-placer. And maybe when I'm a big girl, like some of you who may be a little more experienced than myself, I will try that again. But for now, I'm going to stick with the little girl's version because clearly I'm not ready to graduate yet, right? Alright, so let's get us some drills in here. And let's get to work. Let's get to work. You better work, work, work. Alright. And I'm going to leave my wax paper on. Hopefully it won't be too noisy for you. But I hate having to put each one back on every time I take them off. But I have 2 rows of wax paper. And then this corner here. So I'm halfway through this row. And that just leaves 1. That just leaves 2 more rows. And I will be done. And I can call Victoria Moon and say, here, look at that. This is what I think. I'm excited. And then I go back to the one I was working on because that one was a gift. Take my glasses off. Can I see any better? I think so. And I get back to the one that I was working on for a gift. And hopefully I'll have that done by Christmas so that I can actually give it to her for Christmas. I don't know why I'm singing everything. I'm kind of in a good mood. And when I'm in a good mood, I sing. I sing because I'm happy. And I sing because I'm a free. Delete that out. Yeah. And my husband's been playing the kalimba with songs that I've been humming around the kitchen all day. And we have to get ready. Another reason I'm singing because we have to get ready for our interfaith nativity. And the stake choir is going to perform. So I'm always excited for an opportunity to sing. So I'm super excited about that as well. So I might be singing in this video. Of course, I'm not going to be singing properly because I'm just trying to have a little fun. Alright. Well, Friday I uploaded a video. Thank you to all of you who watched that video. I really didn't know how that was going to go. Well, let me tell you the funny story how I realized that video was a premiere video. Because no, I didn't know that when I set it up. I set the video up to post, and I shared some links to it, like I always do, on my Instagram and my Facebook and Tumblr and Twitter accounts. I try to share, you know, maybe get a little interest going on. And my friend Shelly sent me a Marco Polo. And you know Shelly, she's over at Shelly Patterson YouTube channel. Shout out to Chica. And so she sent me a Marco saying, hey, I'm glad you put that video at the time you did, because that means I can try and catch it before the buses start coming in. And I can catch your premiere. And I'm like, premiere? What premiere? What are you talking about? There's our 12-minute click off. And so as I was saying before the camera so rudely interrupted me, she said that you would be there in a chat. It's almost like a live, but you just chat with your watchers instead of talking with them. And look at that. Look at that little piece of trash right there. I wish I could focus that for you to see. It's a little bit piece of trash right there. Pick that up. Come on, baby. Get off. Get off! Alright, so, pardon me there. Little road rage, little temper tantrum. So, I said, oh, okay, well, let me think about that. I wasn't really planning to watch the video as it loaded. You know, I'll think about it and let you know. But I said, just so you know, this probably isn't something you're going to want to watch. This is not a diamond painting. And, you know, not to discourage you from watching it. If you want to watch it, by all means, I appreciate the support. But it is not a diamond painting video. I'm not unleashing some fabulous diamond painting. I'm unboxing something else. But by all means, if you want to watch, I appreciate it. So I decided, thinking about it throughout the day, I'm like, well, you know what? It's set, and I really don't know what I did to set it. So I probably don't know how to unset it. So we're just going to let this bad boy roll forward. I'll start date night later, because we were going to go to the 2:45 viewing of, not viewing, but the 2:45 show for the Addams Family. Because I'm a big Addams Family fan. And there was wasn't much else there to check out. And my husband and I try to stick to PG films. We try not to get it. We don't go to see R-rated films just because. Excuse me. We don't go to see R-rated films. We only see PG 17, 13. I can't remember which one it is nowadays. They've changed the rating so many times. We only see those and below, and that's just because we don't want to have those memories, you know, of certain scenes and words and whatever, you know. If you try to, and by all means, I am not saying that we're perfect or we're holier than thou. Please don't get that impression that I'm saying that. But I'm saying that we are trying to live righteously and to keep our thoughts clean and to be more like Jesus Christ. If you didn't know that, I am a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Am I perfect? No. Do I have faults? Yes. Am I a believer and a follower of Jesus Christ? Yes. Luckily, he doesn't expect me to be perfect. He just wants me to be working to be as close to him as close as possible. So, that being said, there are certain things that we try not to do. Like I said previously, I'm an open book. My life is an open book. So that's been a long journey for me. It's been the best decision I've ever made in my life. But it has been a long journey. There has been some backsliding along the way. And if you make me mad, there might be all kind of sliding. So, but I'm working on it. Hey, back off. I'm working on it. So, we try to go see those movies that don't leave us feeling too loaded down with all the craziness and all the words that we don't want to make a part of our daily language, or all the, and you still get some stuff in some of these movies because the ratings have gone down, than what they used to be. So, again, please don't think I'm trying to be holier than thou. I'm just trying to be better than me yesterday. Okay? So, there we go. Now, as I was saying, we were going to go see that movie. And once I found that out and talked with my husband, I said, well, it's already set. I'm curious as to how this thing works and what I would have to do. So I'm going to let it roll forward. And we're going to, just see what it do. Let it do what it do, right? And so I did. I let it do what it do. And I wasn't expecting anyone to be there. I was really prepared to hold a conversation with myself because, I'm just wacky like that. But my friend Shelly was able to watch it with me before the buses pulled in at her school because she's a teacher. And she is awesome, may I add. And so she was able to watch it with me. And she and I chat for a little bit, talked about it during it. And it was fun. I enjoyed, I cannot tell you, even though I didn't think anyone would be there because we all know I'm not some huge YouTuber that I have all these subscribers. Oh, that was rude. Excuse me. Good grief. Where's your home training? So I don't have a lot of followers, but I love and appreciate every follower that I have. And I'm happy because these are genuine follows. These aren't some, hey, follow me, I'll follow you, or, hey, do this and you'll get, instant followers or subscribers or whatever you want to call it. So I don't have to be something that I'm not. I mean, everybody who follows this channel, you follow it because you know me and I am what I am, and you're okay with that, and you can deal with that for an hour or for a 20-minute video. So I think a lot of my subscribers may be diamond painters, and that's cool too. But the channel has always, well, since I restarted the channel, the goal has always been to be an unboxing channel. Not saying that it won't be other stuff, because it obviously is going to be diamond painting, because I love the diamond painting community. Y'all are so awesome. And my friend Shelly got me into the diamond painting community. And again, it really, what I do here with the diamond painting community also supports what I want to do with the channel overall, which is show you or unbox things and review things, because that genuinely has helped me. YouTube has helped me in that way so many times. So I'm very dedicated to paying back to the community for helping me learn about things before I purchase them. So I knew not to waste my money. There are like four little balls, pieces of junk in here. Look like little broken pieces of chiclets. I just dated myself, but oh well. And so, excuse me. The unbox, all of that falls right within what I normally would have planned for the channel. And I think I said in one of my first few videos that when I do other stuff, I will make sure that it's marked so diamond painters have the choice to watch that video or not. And I cannot stress to you all how much I appreciate you watching the non-diamond painting videos. I love you so much for that, because in being true to myself also means that I have various interests. And my whole goal was to share all of them and to share things that I find that work or that I've learned about each of those. I mean, if you could see my sewing room right now, and it's a mess because I just took excuse me, I just took Chiquita to the hospital, which is my brand new sewing machine, my Juki 2010Q. So all of my sewing stuff that was sitting on my sewing table, because I was sewing for that craft fair when I broke the machine, is all on this table. So behind this diamond painting is so much stuff. But all that to say that if you could be in this room, you would see there are Stampin' Up stuff over here. There's a stack of stamps. There are stamp pads. There are books, all kind of crafting books back here. And there is all kind of stabilizers and construction papers and felt and Stampin' Up catalogs that I never gave out when I was a Stampin' Up consultant or whatever, demonstrator. Over here, you've got two shelves that are 2 line deep of fabric on bolts or folded fabric. You've got all kind of quilting fabric over there. That's fat quarters and all kind of stuff for quilting. You've got 4 or 5 sewing machines, all broken, I might add, because clearly I cannot sew when I'm in a hurry. I just have to stop because I am tearing up all of my machines when I try to sew in a hurry. I have my serger over here. I have my Big Shot over here. I have diamond paintings every freaking where. I have stacks of stuff over here that needs to unboxed, from hair to shoes to appliances to, oh my gosh, I have notebooks, and I have the books that you see in Joann's, the pattern books. Our Joann went out of business, so I have pattern books over there. I have over 400 sewing patterns in this room. Double that. I have 800, because I also have the Luterlo sewing system. So there are over 800 patterns in here, plus all the ones I've created myself and made and cut out. Oh my gosh, there's scrapbook paper, there's card making cardstock, there card making Stampin' Up markers, the entire kits of stamp pads. I mean, you name it, and this room is in here. At my desk, I have crayons, I have markers, I have glitter pens, I have highlighters, I have sticky notes, and I have stamp pads for bullet journaling. I have bullet journals. I have the disc system journals. So when I tell you I am a craft lover, I am a craft. Why did I stop diamond painting while I did all that? I don't know. I am a craft lover. So when I say so they're coming along nicely. But so you might see gardening on here, you might see sewing on here, You might see card making. You might see, this is just a craft thing. I just love crafts. So you'll see unboxings and various crafts. I'm not a big cooker. Now that's one thing I'm not big on. But I will share the few things that I do know. And I do love making smoothies and smoothie bowls. Now I'm good at that. And I've already shared one, and I'll be sharing more. Especially as I get back into my eating habits. Into my good eating habits. I'll be sharing a lot of that stuff. And I'll also be probably, especially during that Friday session that I have been talking about for a while, but I'm now having to put on hold. Fabulous and Fit Fridays, because I'm going in a different direction than I initially started. So you'll see health stuff, you'll see fitness stuff, and you know, I watch those YouTube videos where they're saying, you know, make your channel about this and find your niche and don't try to do everything, blah, 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 blah. Well, for me, the channel is about the things that I like. If I never get, you know, 1,000 subscribers, that's okay. I'm not trying to be, I'm not trying to be in everybody's home. I'm just trying to be in the people who are like me, who are, have various interests, and they don't like being pigeonholed into one thing. So I appreciate y'all hanging out with me on whatever video you happen to pop in on, and I always hope that it's something that you know, I bent one of these trying to push these diamonds, because this glue, now I can say this about Victoria's Moon. This glue is solid, baby. Once you stick, you stuck. Once you stick, you stuck. So I've been trying to push them and move them, because clearly I don't see these dummy circles as clearly as they think I should see them. So I've been trying to push them around and move them, and I actually bent one. It was no, it wasn't that one. It was this one. I actually bent this one, and I had to get a pair of scissors or something and push it back open. If not, I was going to contact Jim and say, what can I do about my pen? Please help me. But luckily, that got it back open. And then I got the plastic tip. So, I mean, and the plastic tip is so smooth. I mean, it just picks up so easily. With the metal tip, I always have to kind of... But with this baby, I can just... bam, it's there. And it comes right off when I get to the glue. I don't really have to press it down. And I probably don't have to do that with this either. But I'm heavy-handed and heavy-footed. Just ask my husband when he rides as a passenger with me. When he keeps pushing on that imaginary brake on the passenger side. My mom didn't like for me to spank my kids, because, or my daughter is the only one she got to live to see. But she didn't like for me to spank my daughter with my hand, because she said my hands were too heavy. Like, I was too heavy-handed. If I spanked my daughter, she always wanted me to use a belt or a paddle, because she thought, you know, you're too heavy-handed. Your spanking would be much harder than you intended for it to be, because you're too heavy-handed. And I know some of you don't believe in spanking, and well, I understand that, and bless your heart, but I'm from a time and era where spankings were done, and I came out okay. And I'm not traumatized because I got spanking. Of course, I was a pretty good kid. I didn't get many spankings, but I am a firm believer of spare the rod, spoil the child. Okay? So, if you want to give me your opinion about spankings, that's fine. But please understand, my opinions of spanking is just like my opinion about guns. It will never change. I'll be glad to hear whatever you have to say, but please understand, you will not convince me to give up my gun or their children who need discipline. And not every kid needs to be spanked. Some kids you have to find a different method for. And trust that I understand that and I get that. I've never had any of those kids. Spanking worked in my house. And I didn't have bad kids either, so I didn't have to do a lot of that. But I did discipline when discipline was needed. If talking would get the point across, sure, we try that. But if not, then you got punished and you got a spanking. I don't do chairs in the corner kind of thing. I mean, I did when I worked at KinderCare because that's their rule. And I'm certainly not going to spank anyone else's child without their permission. That's why I tell people, if you don't believe in spanking, don't leave your child at my house. Because they are not going to tell me what they're not going to do in my house. Nor are they going to tear my house down because you didn't raise them. So, if you don't want them spanked, don't ask me to babysit. Take them little hoodlums somewhere else. Wow, I'm just everywhere tonight. I'm not even looking at notes. That's weird. The thing I fear about that is what will come out of my mouth uncensored. And I think I told you guys about the little ladies in church used to always say, we love when it's your turn to give a talk because we never know what's going to come out of your mouth, what you're going to say. And it's always fun. It's fun for y'all to watch, but it's not fun for me to blurt out something that didn't necessarily mean to say, but sometimes the delivery is not what I meant, how I meant it to be. So, but anyway, this is an honest review channel and it's an honest whipping chat. You get whatever you get. The only reason there may be breaks in this video or any of my whipping chats is because my camera still turns off every 12 minutes. I don't know why. And I don't know how to undo it. I don't even know if there's a way to undo it. Is it aggravating us all snot? Yes. Would I like to not have to do that? Yes. Because it means I can't just shoot the video and upload it. I now have to go through it and paste the various 12-minute videos together. And sometimes I don't hear it click off or something like that, so you end up stopping on one conversation, jumping into another one, and that's why, because the stupid camera turned off and I didn't know that it had turned off because I didn't hear the click or didn't hear a buzzer or whatever I may have said. But it is what it is. I don't intend on buying a new camera anytime soon because my honey just gave me this camera because I asked for it when I wanted to really do the videos on a consistent basis for YouTube. It's a Canon Rebel 6, I think, which is a good camera from my understanding. That's why I asked for it. But it has some weird, it does some weird things, and that's one of them. It also clicks, like it makes an audible click every time that you take a picture. So if you're at a wedding or something like that and you're trying to take a picture, not with this bad boy, everybody knows you just took a picture. Click, 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 click. And my husband's like, get rid of it, buy another one. He doesn't tolerate anything that he could just buy a replacement for. But I'm like, no, we spent good money on this camera. We're going to use it. I'm not going to, unless I can sell this one to someone who doesn't, but then I would have to tell them that it does that because I can't just sell them a camera and not tell them the reasons why I don't like the camera, because that may be something they don't want either. They may not want the camera clicking every time they take a picture, so I would have to be honest and tell them about it. So I was like, you know what? I don't even want to go through that kind of headache. Let's just, make do. I just have to do what I have to do to get these videos put together and up on the site in a timely manner. I don't know where I was going with that. Again, because I'm not talking by the notes, I'm just talking off the cuff of my head. You may not have learned that I have very bad memory. I always have. So that's another reason why I like to keep notes. I always tell people when they're talking to me, like at church or in my classes, fitness classes or something, or at an organization, my Toastmasters club, anything, wherever I am, and you ask me to do something, I will always say, make sure I have my planner in my hand and that you saw me write down the date and time that you asked me to be somewhere. Because if you don't, I can promise you that I'm going to double and sometimes triple book myself when I don't have my calendar. And your event may be the one that doesn't get attended. Or your request for something by a specific time is likely to not be done because I've already booked 3 to 4 things on that day and don't remember it when I talk to you. So that's another reason why I have notes to help me stay on point and to remember where I'm supposed to be at whatever time. So let's go to the notes. I did tell you about my sewing machine went into the hospital. Y'all, did y'all see that game between LSU and Alabama? Now, mind you, we're not sports fans. You know, I love race cars, and I love funny cars. And, you know, I love volleyball. I love ice figure skating. Okay, so there are a few things that I will watch. But I'm not a sports watcher. I'm not a football fan. I'm even less of a basketball fan. I've watched golf before I watched basketball. Okay. Sorry about that. I just looked around, looked into my mirror behind the camera to realize the camera had said stop recording. So, yeah. I think I was saying that I actually enjoy watching golf. It's very soothing and relaxing. Oh, and I love extreme sports. Now, I will spend hours watching any extreme sports. I just find it very interesting, the things that people will do for the rush, for the adrenaline. So I will watch that. But we are not sports watchers. We're not sports fans. But after we took Chiquita to the doctor, there was a barbecue place next door. So y'all know I love, well, if you didn't know, you know now, I love barbecue. I'm a true Southerner. I love barbecue. And so we decided to give it a try. Well, they had the LSU Alabama game on. And clearly the owners were LSU. And a large group that had come in with some teenagers. The adults in that group were clearly Alabama. So we sat down, and I kid you not, the 30 minutes we were in there, we became the most serious football watching fans ever. That game had to have been the best game in history. I mean, that was a fight. That was a drag out, knockdown fight. And we loved it. I mean, we were on the way home trying to look up the score to see what the game was. We ended up stopping by Wally World on the way home because I had found something in that one that I had not found in my Wally World. So I wanted to check to see if they had it again because the one I have is broken. It was broken when I bought it. But it was wrapped in the plastic, so I couldn't tell it was broken. And it was only $1, so I can't like do a whole bunch of complaining, although I can because I'm still out of $1. But I can still use it. It's just not, I just have to do certain things with it. But we even looked it up last night when we got into bed late last night. Look up the score and we watched all the highlights. But that tells you just how good a game that was. Is you got two people who don't watch sports, don't really know anything about football, dying to watch the game. I mean, how much am I dying to watch the game? I'm going to go back and watch that game. That's just how much I want to see how it all went down. I mean, I couldn't believe the mistakes that Alabama made at the beginning of the game. It was just wow. Like, what are y'all taking? What drugs are y'all taking back there? Because this does not make sense to me. Not from a top-notch team like this. I was like blown away. And so we're laying up in bed, two non-football fans, watching the highlights of the game on YouTube. And still amazed at some of the stuff that went down. But they almost convinced me I want to watch football. Almost. If every game is like that, then yeah, I would watch it. But I know I've seen some games that are just boring as snot. And reminds me why I don't have an interest in football. Let's go back to our notes. What do we have here? We talked about the premiere actually, and that premiere, the mascara video, and as I said in the video, before I started the unboxing, before I restarted this channel, I got that product and I have been using it. And I actually used it Saturday to go to the temple because I had time in the car to do my face because it's a 2-hour drive to the next city. And today, someone who was there with me, I was shaking her hand this morning in church and she pulled me close and she said, you know, I was looking at you. You are beautiful. And I was like, okay, thank you. And no, I don't know how to take a compliment, but I'm working on it. Well, it depends on what mood you catch me in. Like if I think I'm looking good that day and you tell me, I'll be like, oh, thank you. But if you catch me on a day where I don't feel like I look that great or I feel that good about things, you know, it kind of, I don't know what to say or what to do or whatever. And so she kind of caught me like that today. And she said, I was looking at you yesterday. And this was, for us, this is a Sunday conversation talking about yesterday, Saturday. She said, you're so beautiful. You are so beautiful. And she seemed, it was just sounded so genuine and the look in her eyes seemed so genuine. And it just made me feel good. And I was all dolled up. I decided since I had time in the car, I got my little mascara and got all dolled up. And I had my hair down and halfway curled. Most of the curl had gone out because I had the wrong comb in my purse. And I'll do a review on that too, that hair. And so, you know, I was feeling pretty, I was feeling okay. The hair wasn't the way I wanted it to. It was too big because I couldn't find my comb. But it was just nice to see hair down again, you know. Because I'd had those passion twists up for months. And so that was nice. That among many more spiritual things about Sunday made my Sunday really nice. But anyway, so I got to where I don't make up every day because I don't leave the house every day. And then I don't need makeup to go to Walmart or whenever I do leave. I try to make up when I go to Toastmasters and I try to make up when I go to church. Because those are the two places I'm going to go for the most part throughout the week. And my classes that I teach, of course. I teach Mondays and Thursdays, every other Monday and every other Thursday. So there's no point in wearing makeup for any of that stuff. Just my Toastmasters and church. But those are early classes, so I don't always get moving early enough to be able to wear makeup. But I love that this mascara is, I don't have to do a lot, you know. I'm all about 5-minute makeup jobs. I'm all about 5 minutes. A lot of times I'm even putting on my makeup in the car on my way to wherever I'm going. So again, I am serious about a 5-minute makeup job. But and you of course can do as much as you want to, but I like a quick 5-minute makeup job. So I don't need 1,000 products on my face. And I think that's why I've taken so closely to this mascara. product. So that was fun, being all dolled up. We used to have Toastmasters conferences twice a year, but now we only have them once a year. That was another time for me to get all dolled up because they would have a formal night on the Saturday nights. So I get to dress up and get all dolled and jazzied up. So I miss when I don't have those opportunities to do it, even though I don't just do it for like every day, because who needs to be in makeup every day? I mean, if you live in the lifestyle that I do, not leaving the house much, and the times you do, a lot of it is fitness related, so you don't really need makeup, because I don't have to look like a prima donna. I'm going to work you, baby, not to be your beauty queen pageant. So that was nice. I love this 3-placer. Like I said, that 6-placer, we're not on speaking terms. But this 3-placer, we're like in love, you know. It's serious. We're seriously committed to this relationship. Let's see. I'm gonna do the second part of the mascara conversation. Or video rather, I'm sorry. Next Friday. So if you would like to see some of the brushes that they make, check that video out. Friday. You ever love a product so much that you do anything to get that product? Like become a salesperson? No, I haven't done that with mascara, but I was seriously thinking about it. When there's a product that I love, that I really love, I tend to get all involved in it. Like, I'm a doTERRA consultant, a wellness advocate. Not many people know that because I don't really push it. I love the product and I buy it. Now, I'll be glad to sell it to someone who wants to buy some. But as far as me going to somebody and going, hey, I'm Stephanie Leitner and I'm a doTERRA wellness advocate. Can I sell you some peppermint oil? It works really good. By the way, I mean, since we're talking about essential oils, let me just say, the doTERRA Tri-Ease, thebomb.com. Okay, my husband snuffed his nose at doTERRA. Thought it was all poof poof, puff puff, whatever. And he was eating those freaking, what do they call them? Not Zyrtec, but those knockoffs. Like candy. Candy. Like Lay's potato chips, one after another. And I finally got him to break down and try some Tri-Ease. He hasn't gone back. He is a firm believer now in the abilities of those oils to do certain things. Now, have all of them worked for me for every situation? No. You have to, they're like anything else. You have to find the ones that work for your body and your system. You may be able to get away with 2 drops. I might need 3 drops. Or that's a bad example because their drops are really potent and really not watered down or wasted down. But the point being, you may need it, you know, every 30 minutes. I might need it every hour, something like that. Anyway, not trying to sell you. I'm just saying, once I believe in a product, like I believe in Jesus Christ, I'm supposed to talk about it, right? That's why you see missionaries everywhere, because they believe and they want to share that with others. There's the camera again. So I'm also an Avon representative. Let's see what else. I once ended up doing one of those pyramid insurance things because I like that plan. And what else? I do doTERRA, Avon. I like Stampin' Up. My Stamping Up demonstrator usually has a hostess club every year, and I'll join that. So we have this class every month, and each one of us gets to take turn being a hostess. I did it last year, but I'm not going to do it this year because I got a lot going on this year that I need to get focused on. This channel being one, so I'm kind of holding off this year. I'll go back next year and join the hostess club, but I'm not in the way, am I? Okay. So I did that. I was a Stamping Up demonstrator, so I could so I could buy the products. And what else have I done? Now I'm not still a Dim Up demonstrator, but I am a doTERRA wellness advocate. I am still a Avon representative. And I will probably end up being a mascara artist again because I love the product. And if I'm going to be buying the product anyway, and I don't have any problems speaking about the product and sharing the product, then I'm more than likely going to become a part of that team to get all those benefits that go along with being a part of the team. You know what I'm saying? But I was thinking about that when I was talking to my artist. I told her that I had put that video up, and she says, "You ready to be an artist now?" And I said, "It's funny you would ask that question because that thought had crossed my mind." Like, not right now, maybe in 2020 when I've gotten some things off my plate that I need to take care of, like that PT certification and that yoga certification. But it would be a goal in 2020. She's like, "Just let me know whenever you're ready. I'll be here to answer any questions or help." Like, okay, cool. In the meantime, I'll probably be spending more money to get more products because they got some eyeshadows that I want. And I'll be thinking the whole time, like, if I was a consultant, this wouldn't cost me this much. Or I could add this to the order to help someone get some, get a whatever they get, a hostess gift or something. So anyway, we'll see. I'm not definitely committing to it right now, but I know me. I was a Mary Kay consultant because I liked Mary Kay. This is back when it was actually a good product. I don't think it's a good product now. I think it's all watered down. This was back when Mary Kay herself was still heavy in the game and kicking butt and taking names. The last few times I tried the product after her stepping away, it was terrible. I didn't like it at all. It was not the formula that I remembered, and I was not happy. So there you go. If you're a Mary Kay consultant, I want to say my apologies, but I can't apologize for feeling the way I feel about the product because this is an honest review channel. So I have to tell you what I honestly think of a product. And I honestly think that Mary Kay has gone down. Nothing against you personally. And I wish you the best of luck. Merry Christmas. Alright, because there are there still are a lot of dedicated people to the product and the company. So there's someone that likes it. There's enough someones that like it that there are a lot of someones still selling it. So there you go. My little insignificant opinion does not matter. Alright, we skipped some. It never amazes me how many times you could search this thing while you're working on a symbol and not see 2 or 3 of the symbols that you are putting back until the very end. Like, that just blows me away. I mean, I spent 20 minutes one time trying to make sure this particular symbol was not coming back up because I did not like that symbol, did not like looking at it. Sure enough, I got all the completed, and then there were 2 or 3 of them sitting there staring at me and taunting me. Jerks. All right. We got a square completed. And I just lost that drill. Where'd it go? There it is. Okay. Cool. So I did get to work on this a couple of days. I've kind of been shifting my schedule around since I started the job at the Boy Scout office. If you are new to the channel, I was just called and asked about a position. I decided to go ahead and take it. It's only 2 days a week and an hour. Yeah, that's what she said. It's an hour for the class at each school. I go to one school on Monday and another school on Tuesday. But of course, that stuff doesn't magically happen. It takes preparation. So it's more than an hour in the long run. But I have lots of experience. Even though they have a new program now, the basics are still pretty much the basics. And I have lots of experience with that. And I love the boys. I love kids. I don't want any more kids. But I love working with kids when I'm well balanced with some adult interaction. Now, if I don't have any adult interaction, which there have been plenty of times in my life for the last couple of years, I don't feel the greatest. I never take out on the kids, don't get me wrong. I still love the kids. But personally, I'm just like struggling because I need adult female conversation. And all I'm getting is a bunch of boys who want to drink bug juice. So, which is why I appreciate my calling. Because well, it's not the reason, it's a reason, one of the reasons why I love my calling, because I get to work with the sisters of my church. And I get to share with them, and they share with me, and we get to do things together and talk. And of course I have serious things I have to take care of as well, but those are still great and not always fun, because you know it's never fun watching people struggle and things like that. But it certainly is a blessing to be able to have the experience to help people and to be there for people when they need someone. So I love my calling, and I will do it for as long as the Lord tells me I have to do it. But I want to do it, don't get me wrong. I want to do it. Where's that Q? My son, we always call my son Q. So guess what his name is? Can you guess? Huh? If you can guess what his name is, leave it down in the comments. The winner gets, I don't know, something. See, that's what happens when you talk off the cuff. You say some crazy stuff like, hey, I'll give you a prize. Yay! We finished. We finished that space, and we are right at an hour. And I'm going to pause you for just a moment. In TV land, it'll be only a second. And I'm going to take the wax paper off because I don't know if I've shown you the painting. And you can see it on my Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff. But you're here. I'm here. The painting's here. Show it to you now, right? Like, geez. Okay, hold on. Don't rush me. Hold on. All right, Huns, there you go. I tried to put it in a frame where you can see it this way. Okay, yeah, you can get a little glance at it. I also recorded a little with my phone, and hopefully I will be able to insert that here. So there you go, Huns. Let me take this opportunity to say, could you understand that? I said that so fast. Oh, it comes from my mom. She used to talk super fast. Okay, slow it down, Stephanie. Breathe. All right. So, if you are not currently a subscriber to this channel, let me please encourage you to, one, click that subscribe button down here somewhere, or at the end there's a little picture of my face. If you click on that, that will also help you to subscribe. And once you become a subscriber, well, of course you want to know every time I upload a video, so click the little notification bell so that you can be notified anytime that I upload a video, which will be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. With that, I'm going to wish you a good night. May you have an awesome week. Go out there and make it happen, baby. And remember, if you are having a good day, help someone else have a good day. It could be such a small gesture to you, but it could mean the world to them. Love and shimmies, babe.